Hey guys, welcome to the Dinosaur Discovery. Today I'm going to be doing a video that's a little bit different from some of the others, but I am really trying to expand my channel a little bit and obviously upload a lot more. So today I'm going to be doing a video that my dad actually recommended me doing, and since he's the one that has actually helped me collect a lot of the dinosaur figures that I've gotten, I'm going to be doing a video showcasing all the dinosaur figures that I've collected either at thrift stores, antique shops, or flea markets. So yeah guys, there's a lot of figures to uncover. There are a few that I'm not going to be able to show off, but I'm just going to be getting the ones that I've gotten recently, or figures that I think you guys will find pretty interesting. So with all that being said, let's get right into this. Alright, so first up, I'm going to probably start out with the smallest. I got these Jurassic Park Mattel human figures. Now, I pretty much got all of my human figures at antique shops or thrift stores or places like this. And I'd usually get them for around $5, maybe $3 each. Sometimes I'd get them loose, sometimes I would get them in the box, which I have all of their accessories, but I'm not including them in this video just because I don't really feel like getting them all out. But yeah, I got all these human figures, which I really feel like the Mattel human figures are pretty underrated in my opinion. Next up, we got the smaller scale Mattel figures, which these are the ones that pretty much fill up the bulk of my collection, but I did in fact get quite a few of them at antique shops or flea markets and you know, whatnot. But yeah, so first up, I got the Fallen Kingdom Attack Pack Min-Me figure. I got this one at McKay's, which is a book and CD store. They do in fact have some used toys, and I happened to find it there for $3, which is a really good deal, especially for this Min-Me figure, because if you guys don't know, some of the Fallen Kingdom figures go up for some pretty high prices now online, and this Min-Me figure is one of them. I think you can only get it for around $20 or $30, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I got this one for $3, and yeah, it's just an overall really good figure, and I'm definitely glad that I got it. It's actually Min-Me and Dinosaurs of Emberwood, so I definitely used it when it came to some of my film series I've done on YouTube. Next up, I got the Fallen Kingdom Gallimimus, which is one of my more recent figures that I've added to my collection. I got this one for $6, which is a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but considering how rare Fallen Kingdom figures go for online, I'm definitely glad that I got it. And when it comes to Gallimimus figures, you can really not have too many. I only have the battle damage one besides this, so yeah, I think the battle damage one is better, but I'm definitely glad that I got the Attack Pack one now. It's one that I've been always wanting to add to my collection, and I'm really glad that I have it now. So yeah, I got this one for $6, which is pretty cheap. I got this one actually at a flea market while I was on vacation this year. Next up, I got the Attack Pack Colovasaurus. I got this one at an antique mall for around $5. It's not a great figure or anything, but it's definitely unique when it comes to Mattel figures, just because it has the interesting articulated tail, and we don't get very many Iguanodon-like dinosaurs in the when it comes to like dinosaur species. Next up, I got the Mattel Sora Pelta. I got it at the same antique mall that I got the Colovasaurus set. It's another really good figure. I definitely think it's one of Mattel's best when it comes to Savage Strike, when it comes to the Savage Strike assortment. But yeah, really nice figure. I've actually used it in a few of my series. He's made a few cameos, I suppose. And last but not least, I got the Battle Damage Plesiosaurus and the Savage Strike Postosuchus. I got these both at an antique shop, one that's actually pretty close to my house, and I got them both for $4 each. These two are one of my most prized possessions when it comes to my collection, just because of how rare they are. And the fact that I got them for $4 still boggles my mind to this day. So yeah, the thing is with these figures, they were only released in Mexico, and for whatever reason, I was able to find them near my antique shop just in the middle of Georgia. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that I have them. The Postosuchus figure isn't as rare as the Plesiosaurus, but it goes up for around $68 to $70 online, which I find pretty ridiculous. It has one of my most favorite action features when it comes to any of my figures, and just overall, these are two really good figures, and I'm glad that I both got them. I ended up only spending $8 in the end. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the Attack Pack or Savage Striker, like the smaller assortment when it comes to Mattel figures. Next up, I have some Kenner figures. So we're going to start out with the Kenner humans. I got these all for $1 each, so I ended up only paying around $4 for them all. I got them at a flea market. I got this dude, which is supposed to be Nick Van Owen. I got the alternate version, which comes with a hat. Then I got this Tim Murphy figure from, I believe it's Series 2 of Kenner. Looking pretty cool. Then we have Off-Color Alan. Jurassic Collectibles reference, if any of you guys noticed that. But yeah, we got him. I didn't get any of the accessories when it came to these guys. And then I got Roland Tembo, which doesn't really look like Roland Tembo. But yeah, I got these dudes. They're not the best figures in the world, but again, if it's Jurassic Park and it's cheap, I'm gonna get them. Next up, we have the Kenner Dinosaurs. Here I have the Pachycephalosaurus from Series 2. I got this one for $12, which is way more than I wanted to spend, but again, it was either go home empty-handed, which I don't like to do. But yeah, it's definitely one of the worst Kenner figures I've ever seen, but it's still a fun figure. I like the color scheme. I do in fact like it. It kind of reminds me of a dragon. But yeah, $12 is a little bit more than I wanted, but it's better than $20, which is what it goes for online. Next up, I got the Jaw Raptor, which I absolutely hate this figure. I only got it just because it's kind of rare online. I'm probably going to end up selling this one in the future, because its weird Snapjaw feature just doesn't always work properly, which is just a problem with the design, because I've seen people get these figures new and they don't really always work. But yeah, it's definitely the best Tiger Stripe Raptor figure, but I didn't want to pay $15 for it, which is how much I paid for it. Next up, these aren't Kenner figures, but I kind of consider them that since they came out around the same time. But here I got the Jurassic Park Dinosaurs. Raptor just fell over. Anyway, here I have the Jurassic Park Dinosaurs Triceratops, which I believe is a 2008 figure, but it's a repaint of the Jurassic Park 3 Triceratops. And I got this one for $7. So yeah, I got this one, along with a Hasbro Velociraptor Blue, which I ended up trading for another figure, which I'll show off in later in the review. But yeah, I got this Triceratops. Electronics still work. I really like the color scheme on this one. Glad I got it. It's not one of my favorites, but again, it's a figure I'd never really seen before or knew existed before I got it. And next up, I got a Hasbro Stegoceratops. Now, I literally just got this one 2 days ago at McKay's, the same place I got the Minmi figure. But yeah, it's from the Hasbro line. It's supposed to be a hybrid between a Stegosaurus and a Pseudoceratops, I believe. But yeah, this is one of the better Hasbro figures. I was a little bit confused, like back in 2016 when they released it, like what the heck it's supposed to be. I had heard rumors that it was supposed to be in Jurassic World, but they ended up cutting it out because they wanted the main focus to be on the Indominus Rex. But it's still really cool that Hasbro came out with a figure of this guy, and it would be awesome if Mattel made one. But yeah, I got this one in my case for around $3. I normally don't like to buy Hasbro figures unless I get them dirt cheap, but I made an exception for this guy because, again, I do quite like the design. Next up, we have a pretty big figure. I don't even consider it a figure, but we have the Lost World Jurassic Park Net Trapper. Now, I ended up getting, as I mentioned earlier, I got a Hasbro Electronic Velociraptor Blue, and I also had an extra Mattel Tarbosaurus, which that's a video for another day. But yeah, I ended up trading them both to this collector at a Comic-Con shop. and he traded this for the Tarbosaurus and the Hasbro Blue, which is a really, really good deal. I need more I needed more vehicles for my collection, so this is one of the reasons why I got it. It's just a really cool set. You can slide out the side and stuff. It has it's missing one or two pieces, but for the most part, it's pretty complete. But yeah, I don't know if I might sell this one in the future, but I'm definitely glad to add it to my collection. So that's a really, really cool one. Next up, we have some Schleich figures, which these are actually pretty recent to my collection. I had to go back and forth to the shop I got them at. I got them at a, I believe it was yet again another antique shop, but they had a bunch of these in a bin. And I ended up just going back maybe once a week or so to get one, because again, I had to save up enough allowance. But yeah, I got the Schleich and Dunkleosteus. I mean, it looks pretty poopy, but you know, it's pretty decent. I do, in fact, like the way it feels, and I just kind of wanted a Schleich and Dunkleosteus. Then I got the Schleich Dimorphodon, which is one of the best figures I've ever purchased. I believe it's the first edition one, because I recall that there is a newer green one, so I don't really know how rare this one is, but I thought it looked cool, so yeah, I ended up getting that. Next up, I got the Schleich Dunkleosteus, another great figure, one of the best in my collection. I really like the way that this figure feels. And then I got the Schleich Carnotaurus. So I ended up only paying, I paid $20 for them, like for both of them. And then I ended up only paying $15 for both of these dudes. So, you know, I ended up paying a little bit more than I wanted to for all of them, but I don't really have very many Schleich figures, and I wanted to kind of add to my collection a little bit. So, yeah, we have some Schleich figures right there. Next, we have an Amber Collection figure. This is the Amber Collection Velociraptor Echo, the one that everyone seems to hate. Guys, it's a terrible Echo figure, but as far as it being a Velociraptor, it's not that bad. It's a little bland, but it's not horrible or anything. It's just a really bad Echo figure, since it doesn't even look like Echo. But yeah, I got this one for $6. I still have the box somewhere, but I have it packed away, so I can't show it to you guys in the review. But considering these figures are around $30, I think $6 is pretty good. I got this one at McKay's. So, yeah, McKay's, definitely check it out, because they have a lot of used figures there, and you're pretty much guaranteed to find something dinosaur related there. But yeah, definitely glad to have Echo here. It's not my favorite figure, but you know, it was $6, so why not? Alright, it's time for the big boys, or girls, I don't really care. We have the big dinosaurs. So here I have the Rebor Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I actually got just a few days ago, along with the Stegoceratops by Hasbro. So I ended up just reviewing this figure, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, I got this one for $3, and it's just a phenomenal figure. I almost wasn't able to get it because somebody else almost bought it, but they appeared to have changed their mind and put it back before they left. So definitely glad to get this Rebor Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's just an awesome figure. So yeah, really nice. Next, we have some more Mattel dinosaurs. These are the larger assortments. I got the Mattel Suchomimus. I got this one for $20. Then I have the Mattel Stegosaurus, which I got for $18, which are pretty much its retail price, but I did in fact get them at an antique shop, out of all places, so I have to include them in this review. But yeah, they're really nice. Some of my most favorite figures I've owned in my collection. Last but not least, when it comes to my antique shop and flea market finds, I got the Mattel Irritator and the Mattel Rorvor Ceratosaurus. Now, interesting thing about this Ceratosaurus is, I've already mentioned this before on the channel, and it's become kind of like a meme, but yeah, it's missing its arm. And because it was missing its arm, I ended up only getting it for $2. Yeah, like, literally no joke. So, this whole entire figure, which is perfectly fine, I got it for $2 just because it was missing an arm. So yeah. And when it comes to the Mattel Irritator, I just got this one about 2 weeks ago. I got this one at a flea market, and I got it for $2 as well. So, two really great figures that are actually pretty hard to find. I got them for $2 each. So, yeah. Alright, so I know that these don't really count as antique or thrift store finds, But these were, in fact, figures that I either got dirt cheap or figures I traded with a friend or got on clearance. So, first up, I got these Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom battle damage figures. Now, when it comes to these two raptors, I actually already had these figures. But since they were all $2 each, I decided to pick up another pair of them. And I mean, it's a way to expand your raptor pack, so I mean, you can really never have too many Velociraptors. So yeah, I got Velociraptor Blue, and then I got this, it's just not really supposed to be based off of any raptor in the movie, it's just supposed to be a generic Velociraptor. And then I got this battle damaged Pteranodon, which, in my opinion, is the best Mattel Pteranodon, hands down. This is actually a figure I used in Dinosaurs of Emberwood. And it's actually King Kaiju's character, so I mean, again, I just overall really like this figure, and definitely glad to add it to my collection, and overall, I just really like the colors on this thing. One other figure I ended up getting incredibly cheap was this Jurassic World Dino Rivals Dimorphodon. Now, I actually found this one at Walmart. It didn't have its box, and it was just laying around on the shelves. So I actually ended up asking a store employee, and they said that I could get it for $1 since it was missing its box. So yeah, I got this Dimorphodon for literally $1, which is an incredible deal considering how rare this figure goes for now. Moving up to some more big dinosaurs, I got the Rarvor's Pteranodon, which is very similar to the battle damage one I just showed. But yeah, I got this Rarvor's one, and then I got the Rarvor's Packy Rhinosaurus, which is King Tythula, and is one of the best characters in any of my series. Absolutely love Packy Rhinosaurus, and I really like the Mattel version of it. Another figure I ended up getting really cheap was the Superposable Indoraptor. Not much to really say about this one. There's not really that much of a story behind it, other than I got it for $10 on Amazon with a gift card that I ended up winning at a Halloween party. So yeah, this is just, it's a really good figure. Not really much else to say, but yeah, definitely glad to have it. Alright, next we have some really interesting figures, and these are the figures that I've traded with some of my friends or some of my fans here on the Dinosaur Discovery. So I guess we'll start out with the smallest ones. So right here I have the Mattel Troadon. I actually traded this with my friend Camptodon. Be sure to check out his channel, link in the description. He actually paid $30 to ship this over all the way from Australia, so I'm definitely glad to have it. I've already sort of reviewed it on the channel and stuff, but it's not the best figure in the world, but it's definitely special since it was traded to me by one of my friends. And next up I have the Collecta Alieramus and the Savage Strike Pachycephalosaurus. Now these figures were sent over to me by my friend Nathan, also known as Some Stupid Sketch Show Guy. These are just some figures that he didn't really want anymore, and you know, he just kind of sent over to me to either use in my series or you know, just to be a good friend. So a big thank you and a big shout out to Some Stupid Sketch Show Guy. I really like these figures. Even if the Alieramus is a little weird looking and the Pachycephalosaurus looks like a turtle. But with all that aside, I'm definitely glad to have them in my collection. And last but not least, I have the Mattel Baryonyx Breakout set now. I pretty much have all the pieces to it. I have the Owen, I have the motorcycle, but I have that all put up at the moment. I think you guys pretty much get the point already. But yeah, this was traded to me by my friend Ryan. So I ended up trading a Mattel Triceratops for it. I really like this Baryonyx. I really like the colors and the battle damage, like the battle damage marks on it. It's just overall a pretty nice figure, and yeah, I'm definitely really happy to have it. Alright guys, that is pretty much all the figures. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment down below which figure you like the most, and I'll see you guys in the next one.